The story of Rajan, the lost kingdom, and the power of wisdom. In an ancient kingdom called Vishalpur, there lived a wise king named Rajan. He was beloved by his people for his wisdom, bravery, and sense of justice. King Rajan understood the value of knowledge and often sought out scholars, philosophers, and advisors from far and wide to discuss matters of governance, life, and ethics. However, despite his vast knowledge, he noticed a troubling pattern in his kingdom. His people, despite being well-educated and well-resourced, were often unable to use their knowledge effectively. Many of the kingdom's soldiers, farmers, and craftsmen struggled in their daily tasks because they failed to put what they had learned into practice. One day, King Rajan gathered his trusted advisors and posed a question: why is it that our people, though well-educated, are unable to succeed in their endeavors? What is the source of their struggles? The wise sage, a man named Vidatri, stood up and spoke. Your Majesty, knowledge is indeed powerful, but it is useless if not applied. Knowledge that is not practiced is like a weapon that never leaves its sheath. It has the potential for great power but never fulfills its purpose. Similarly, a person may possess great wisdom, but without using that wisdom in action, they are like a boat adrift in the sea, without direction. The king nodded thoughtfully, but he still had questions. But why is it that we continue to fail despite our knowledge? Why does it seem like we cannot find success? Vidatri continued, there are several reasons, Your Majesty. The most significant reason is ignorance. A man is lost due to ignorance because he fails to see the practical application of his knowledge. Similarly, an army is lost without a commander to guide it, and a woman is lost without a husband to support her. Each of these represents a state where, despite the potential for success, something is missing: a guiding force, a purposeful application, or support. King Rajan was intrigued by Vidatri's words. What do you mean by this? He asked. Can you explain further? Vidatri replied, let me tell you a story from the past, a story that will help you understand the importance of putting knowledge into practice and the need for guidance in all aspects of life. The sage began, in the days of King Arvind, there was once a prosperous kingdom named Suryapath. The kingdom was filled with farmers who had learned the art of cultivation, soldiers who were skilled in combat, and craftsmen who were masters of their trade. But despite their knowledge and skills, the kingdom faced a slow decline. The farmers struggled to harvest enough crops, the soldiers were defeated in battle, and the craftsmen failed to produce quality goods. The kingdom was slowly falling into disarray. The king, Arvind, was deeply concerned and called upon his most trusted advisor, the wise sage Somadeva, to help him understand the root of the problem. Sage Somadeva listened carefully to the king's concerns and then replied, O king, your people are knowledgeable, yet they are failing because they do not put their knowledge into practice. Knowledge without action is like a seed that never finds soil to grow. Sage Somadeva continued, in addition to this, ignorance also plays a large role in their failure. Ignorance of how to apply their knowledge is the key issue. Just as an army without a commander is lost, so too is a kingdom without a guiding hand to show the way. King Arvind, realizing the wisdom in the sage's words, asked, what can we do to change this? How can we help our people apply their knowledge effectively? Sage Somadeva thought for a moment and then said, we must lead by example and guide our people in applying their wisdom. Just as a boat needs a skilled captain to navigate the seas, so too must our farmers, soldiers, and craftsmen be guided in using their knowledge. Each person must understand the purpose of their actions and the importance of their contribution to the kingdom's well-being. King Arvind decided to take immediate action. He gathered his people and invited the most knowledgeable farmers, soldiers, and craftsmen to share their wisdom with others. He also appointed skilled commanders to guide the army and organized workshops to help the craftsmen perfect their trade. He emphasized the importance of teamwork and support, encouraging everyone to work together for the betterment of the kingdom. As a result, the kingdom slowly began to flourish again. The farmers harvested abundant crops, the soldiers won battles, and the craftsmen produced beautiful works of art. The kingdom prospered, and its people thrived. Vidatri turned to King Rajan and said, Your Majesty, the story of King Arvind teaches us that knowledge alone is not enough. It must be applied with guidance and purpose. Just as a kingdom needs a commander, a person needs a mentor to guide them in the practical application of their wisdom. And as for the woman, she is lost without a husband, not because she cannot be independent, but because a supportive partnership allows her to fulfill her potential and be her best self. King Rajan listened carefully and understood the lesson. He realized that while his kingdom had many knowledgeable people, they needed strong leadership, guidance, and the ability to put their knowledge into action. Without these, their potential would remain untapped. The king immediately set to work creating structures of mentorship, guidance, and leadership throughout his kingdom. He appointed commanders for his army, ensured that farmers had proper instruction on cultivating their lands, and supported families by emphasizing the importance of strong relationships. Over time, the kingdom flourished once again, not just because of the knowledge of the people but because of their ability to apply that knowledge in meaningful ways. And so, King Rajan learned an important truth: knowledge is lost without putting it into practice, a man is lost due to ignorance, an army is lost without a commander, and a woman is lost without a husband. These principles of guidance, support, and the application of wisdom became the cornerstone of his rule, and his kingdom thrived for generations. From that day forward, King Rajan not only valued knowledge but also ensured that it was always put into practice for the greater good of his people. He knew that true success came not from simply possessing wisdom, but from applying it with purpose, direction, and support. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.